Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Now I'm so excited to film this video. I did one of these last year and I actually want to watch it back just to confirm that I did all the things that I said I was going to. I think I did. I want to watch it and then I can confirm. But I am going to film my travel plans for 2024. Now 2024 is probably going to be my biggest year yet in terms of travel. Now obviously 2023 was such an amazing year for me. Like, I was living out in Australia, I went to Bali with my boyfriend, I went back to camp, I went home for a little bit, I then went to Ireland, I came back out to Australia, then I went to Bali for 2 months, did Camp Bali, then came back to Australia. So it was hectic and it was so much fun. But this year I have more like travel stuff going on, so more like trips and holidays and different things. So I wanted to kind of let you know where my travel plans are taking me for this year, because I love watching these kind of videos and seeing where people are heading, and gives me some inspo and stuff as well. So, but yeah, thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so obviously we are on, what date are we on now? It's the 8th of January. I have been in Sydney for the last month and a half now. So yeah, I'm just in Sydney at the moment. I'm just like chilling, living, loving life, having such a great time. But I am actually leaving Australia the middle of Feb, around the 12th of Feb, which is wild because that is literally in like a month. Just over a month. So I am leaving Australia, which is very sad, but I am coming back. So I know that it worries people when I say that I'm leaving. They're like, oh my god, no, why, where are you going? I am coming back, but I'm only on a holiday visa at the moment. I'm just kind of like enjoying being here for the summer. I'm living with my boyfriend, so life's just like fun and nice and chill at the moment. So yeah, I'm here until the middle of Feb, and then my plan is to go to Thailand on my way home. So if all plays out well, I will be going to Thailand from like the 12th of Feb and then going home at the end of Feb. So in Thailand for about 16, 17 days, I think is the plan. And then I'm going to be home, which is wild. Now, I am going to be based back at home until I go to camp virtually, which is the first time I have had that in coming on like 2 years now. One thing, like, I love Australia and you guys know that I love Australia. Like, it is my home and I love it so much, but I do find sometimes the novelty can wear off it a little bit, and I am so excited to go home just because of the things I have planned. Now I think if I was going home to just be in England, I think it would be a different story, but because I'm going home to obviously see family and friends, and I've got so many holidays booked, different things booked, like days out, different stuff, I'm so excited, like you have no idea. So my plan is to land back home, like I say, the end of Feb, around the 28th of Feb, and then I'm taking my mom to Milan for her Christmas present. So me, my dad and my brother put in for us to go to Milan, so I'm taking her to Milan for 3 days at the start of March. And then the plan at the moment, if this plays out, this will be the best thing ever. There is supposed to be like a Tyler Hill Camp reunion in Paris on one of the weekends in March, which will be so much fun. I really hope that works out. And yeah, because I just think it would be so much fun to be abroad, not in America, with everyone that I know from camp. It would be amazing. And then I'm also going to Amsterdam in March, and I'm also going to Iceland, which is super exciting. And the month of April, I actually have a girls trip booked. So like me, my mom, my 2 best friends, their mom, my aunt, and one of my mom's friends. So it's gonna be like a girls trip, and we're going to Spain, which will be really, really good. And me and my friend Caitlin are also hoping to do like a little Italian road trip, and me and my friend Summer also want to go to Greece. Now this is obviously all just ideas at the moment, apart from the ones in March, like apart from Paris, that's all booked. If that can play out in April, that would be unbelievable, but I might be getting a little bit carried away. And then the month of May, I'm actually going to Vietnam for about 2 weeks. Now this will be with my boyfriend, because obviously he is staying out in Australia when I go home, and I'm then going to camp for the summer. So it would have been like 7 months without me seeing him, which would not have been ideal. So we've decided to kind of meet kind of in the middle and go to Vietnam, and we both wanted to do Vietnam for so long. So that is the plan for about 2 weeks in May, and then at the start of June I head back to America, which even just saying it like that makes me realize how fast these few months are going to go. It's actually wild. So around the start of June, I'm going to fly out to America. We're doing like an East Coast trip. Then I'm going to go to camp around the 14th, 15th of June, and then spend the summer at camp, and then travel the West Coast for like 12 days, 11 days after camp, which will be so exciting. I can't wait. I'm honestly buzzing. And then my plan is to fly home and then head back out to Australia. It's going to be a lot. Like, it's actually going to be a lot, but I'm very excited. And then my mom and dad are actually planning to come out to Australia around November time, and we're going to go to New Zealand. And yeah, then I think I'll be set. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie. This actually sounds really over the top. And I'm actually coming home for Christmas next year, because Christmas in Australia, I'd love to hear people's opinions if you have spent even just Christmas abroad away from home. It's so fun and it's so different, but it's not Christmas. Now, I have just done my 3rd Christmas in Australia, and it's just not Christmas. Like I feel like I've lost 3 Christmases. So me and my boyfriend are going to go home for Christmas, which will be really nice. We both really want to go to New York in December time, but again, I think that's a little bit, I'm cramming too much in here, so we shall see. But then we are planning to obviously have Christmas back home, and then around the 28th or 29th of December we want to spend New Year's abroad. Now we really want to go to Dubai. Again, I know it sounds over the top, I know that's expensive, so that might not happen, but I made a promise to myself back in 2019 when I first moved out to Australia and I spent Christmas and New Year's away. I said, Christmas, like, I'm more than happy to go home for, but New Year's, I want to spend a New Year's abroad every year now. Like, for me, like, New Year's back home, I don't know what it is, like, it just feels really just anticlimactic, I don't know. And then when you have a New Year like somewhere like Sydney, where we were right under the Harbour Bridge watching the most amazing fireworks show I've ever seen, it's just different. But I want to experience New Year's in different places, and Dubai is definitely on the top of my list. So does that sound really over the top? Yeah, it does. But that is so far the ideas. Now, like I say, Thailand isn't fully planned yet, it's like in the works, hopefully. And then all my trips in March are planned and going ahead. April, nothing's booked. May for Vietnam, nothing's booked. Obviously camp is sorted, camp is ready to go, and I'm so excited to get back to camp. And yeah, that's kind of all at the moment that is set in stone, so I will keep you updated with how the travel plans are going. But it's going to be a big year for travel, and as some of you might know, I actually launched a travel business with my mom back at the end of August of last year. So we are able to help book accommodation, holiday, trips, travel, anything. And yeah, that's kind of how I am being able to travel as much as I am this year, because we can book it through the business and we get good deals and different things. So yeah, if anyone has any holidays actually in mind that they would like me to maybe have a look at, please feel free to drop me a message. I'm going to make a whole separate video on this business thing actually, because there's quite a lot to go into details wise. But if you're watching this and you are interested, I'm just going to give you a couple like info points. It doesn't cost anything additional to you to use us as like a service, as someone to have a look at holidays for you, as just to research, find things. We don't charge for that service. You would just pay for the holiday as you would if you booked it yourself. Now, we're just personal travel consultants is kind of like our job title in the business. So it just gives you a personal experience. If you wanted to reach out and you say wanted to go to, I don't know, somewhere in Italy for a week, and you knew where you wanted to fly from, you had a budget, but you didn't know where to really start with looking, you would literally just send that information to us and we would find that holiday for you. If you ended up booking with us, amazing. If not, that's okay. You wouldn't then be charged for us finding the holiday. It's not, nothing is set in stone. You don't ever pay anything until you book the holiday. It's just nice to have someone who has traveled a lot. My mum has traveled loads, just to have people that kind of, to just know the travel industry well and can kind of help out and give some of our knowledge and info. And then yeah, so yeah, if you do have any trips, travels, holidays in mind for this year, please reach out and we would love to have a little look for you. Whether, like I say, we can literally book anything you can possibly imagine. It could be days out, it can be activities, holidays, flight only, package holidays, cruises, events, insurance, different things, like literally anything you can think of travel related, we can book it. So yeah, feel free to drop me a message. I'll leave my website down below actually, so you can have a little look if you're still watching to this point, because I feel like I've rambled on for the longest time. Have a little look and you can always reach out and drop me a message. But yeah, that is my 2024 travel plans, guys. And even just saying it out loud, I realise how insane that sounds. And I am incredibly, incredibly grateful for the fact that this is kind of my life and I'm able to do this and take you along with me and share where I go and share where I travel. And yeah, it's wild. But yeah, if there's anywhere that you're traveling to in 2024 that you're super excited for, please leave it down below. I love, like I say, hearing where other people are going on holidays and trips, because it gives me inspo. And I'm that person, if I've got a free weekend, I'm like, let's go abroad somewhere, let's go and do something. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.